All right, I got a tiny one for you today. This little dog is a mix between a Yorkie and a Poodle, which is a Yorkie Poodle. I'm going to go ahead and start her grooming by warming up the water and giving her shampoo and conditioner. I use a storage bucket with holes drilled in it for drainage, so I don't have to bend over into the tub all day in case you're wondering why she is on a bucket. I'm scrubbing her down with some watermelon scented shampoo that doesn't really smell like watermelons. She's an older dog. I'm going to guess she's probably about 13 or 14. Just a little story about this dog. He used to come here with another dog, but that dog got attacked when they went out for a walk one day and he did not survive. He got attacked by a dog running loose, which makes me furious because it could have been prevented. Anyway, since this little girl is so small, I don't have any bandanas to fit her. And I have a lot of bandanas, but I'm going to go ahead and make one real quick. And here's the fabric I'm using. It's like Christmas wintertime dogs. So I have the dog grooming business, but next door I have a dog bandana shop where I do walk and nail trims on Sundays, and I make bows, bandanas, and ties for dogs. So all I have to do is run next door and make this bandana real quick. Just sew it up, and also I'm going to spray a little starch on it and iron it. I'm turning it right side out with a chopstick that's filed down on the end so it's not sharp. And there it is. Just going to iron it up and stitch a little piece together that I left open. And I'll get back to grooming. How cute is this little bandana? She's pretty much dry. I'm using a number 3 blade on her, which will leave it a little bit less than an inch left. She doesn't have much hair, but they keep her on a schedule so her hair doesn't get out of control. Her hair will get pretty long and it grows right back. So it's better to just stay on top of it before it gets matted. You would think that little dogs like this are easier, but they're actually not, because they're kind of harder to groom just because they're the same size as the clipper, and it can be hard to make the blade go down the legs just because it's the same size as the leg. I mean, you can't really get in there easily. So even though you kind of put the clippers on them, you still have to go over with the scissors, and scissors her legs up anyway, if that makes any sense. I'm shaving her belly out and her private area with a 10 blade. See, like this, it's really hard to even get in there to shave because she's so close to the table. So I just lift her up and shave her belly this way. And since she barely has a tail, I'm just going to go back with my scissors and trim her tail up. My basset hounds are here with us today hanging out. I don't know why they suddenly jumped up and started walking around. They might have to go out to the bathroom. But then again, they just like to walk around and sniff everything and try to eat everything that falls on the floor. I'm going back around and trimming up her legs with my scissors. You can hear the little feet walking around. I'm going to let them out here in a minute. But first, I'm going to go ahead and cut her nails. I'm doing the same length on her head that I did on her body, a number 3 blade. And she doesn't have much hair on her ears, but I just trim up her ears. I don't do Yorkie ears where you shave the tip, even though it would probably look the same because, like I said, she hardly has any hair on her ears. Anyway. I learned a long time ago to keep my finger out of the way when I'm scissoring because I'll cut it. I never even knew I did that till I started watching myself on video, and I'm like, oh my god, I do that every time I trim the face. Okay, so she's almost done. I'm going over her one more time with the 3 blade, make sure there's no hairs out of place. Just taking a little bit of water and wiping her eyes out, make sure they're clean. Alrighty, now the big moment she's been waiting for, she is getting her handmade bandana. She doesn't wear a collar. I make slip over the collar bandanas and tie-ons, but since she doesn't wear a collar, she is getting a tie-on. And this is an extra, extra small.